Yo, 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 yo. Cowboys raw and uncut. The crew back in the building. Man, we back in the building, man. The crew. We got Steve-O. We got Slick. We got Cru Terry. We got Dre. Slick will be back in a minute, man. But it's Cowboys raw and uncut, man. We ready to touch on this 30-27 loss to the Panthers, man. The Carolina Panthers. Damn.
Still with the blind, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We obviously man. I can't even say we lost to them. That's us.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of talk, man. We one of the last takes on the loss, so man, I guess give Slick a little time to get in here, man. We can try to get into a little sound from Shoddy today. I don't know what he said or what he's talking about, but let's just get a little sound, man, and see where his head's at after this loss. Coach Schottenheimer.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. What was your message to your team today after what happened yesterday?
I told them the truth. I told them that we did not play that game physical enough. When you look at it, you know, they controlled the line of scrimmage. They owned the line of scrimmage. That's part of our identity. We were not surprised by it, but at the same time, it was one game, and we know we can be a physical football team. We know.
I'm turning 65 this year, but I have never seen any cargo pants that look and feel this good. For years, I got set enough.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Yeah, cut that off.
Hold on, man. Yes,
The
getting free ads, man.
But we
free
weren't
ads.
that yesterday.
It's Cowboys raw and uncut. Sorry
Different
for
reasons. You know, I think they did some really good scheme stuff to us on their defensive side of the ball. They two-gapped to some of their read and react stuff. They took us, you know, they stretched us out a little bit, and I didn't think like we ever found our rhythm. I mean, anytime you have your longest run is 6 yards, that's not very good. And then on the other side of the ball, I think that they just they wanted to come in and double team us and run duo, and our fits were off. You know, the run fits they're hard. You know, they're calculated, and you got to get everybody in the same gaps. And they strained us some, and they got some balls on the perimeter that we didn't have much contained for, and they hit explosives and we didn't.
You guys been so up and down this year. How do you try to make sure this doesn't get out of control here, and you know, when this season goes where you don't want it to go?
Yeah, well, certainly we focus in the moment, you know, and again, the consistency or inconsistency is real, you know, and I think that it goes back to practice. You know, we want to have good days of practice. We want to focus on the fundamentals. I think that's one of the things that when you're a little bit inconsistent, it's not always scheme. The schemes weren't perfect yesterday. I can assure you of that in all three phases. But, you know, we need to get back to really emphasizing fundamentals and letting these guys go play with confidence and have the ability to win their matchups with their fundamentals.
When I tell DLLS Cowboys, when you have so many holes, I guess, in the running game and the passing game, was it hero ball? Because you say the guys understand the scheme and they know what they're supposed to do. Were they doing too much hero ball, or how
define hero ball for me? Trying to make plays, guys trying to make plays
and not follow their keys.
Yeah, I think, you know, you did see guys pressing. You know, it goes back to the thing that I say, you know, Clarence, in terms of, you know, hey, you know, don't press, just go play. And I think anytime, you know, you're giving up big plays and you can't stop the run and you're struggling to do that, guys are going to try to shoot gaps and do things like that. And the one thing about defense is, you know, if one guy is out of position or one guy's supposed to be in the A gap and he's in the B gap, that creates running lanes. And so I don't think hero ball's it, but I do think that there's times where guys press and they're trying to make plays. And why? Because they want to win and they want to try to help things turn around, and that's not usually a good recipe, though.
Steve Jones said on the radio today that you guys make some changes and things that either the players want to do or fit them best, and kind of match that with what Eberflus's scheme wants you guys to do. Can you talk about what that may look like?
Yeah, I mean, we started early this morning, as you can imagine, and in with the defensive staff, and just looking at all types of different things. And we watched the film a little bit different than we did. We didn't just kind of watch the game. Usually you watch the game sequentially. It was a little different. We wanted to watch kind of all the first, second down runs and then all the first, second down passes. Why? Well, there's breakdowns, and we need to figure out what those breakdowns are. And sometimes when you're jumping from first, second to third down to red zone to 2 minute to things like that, you can't pinpoint some of the solutions. And we've got a board filled of ideas and things that we really think will help. This is a system that, from a multiple standpoint, we can play man-to-man. We do play man-to-man. We play fire zones that are matchy, which means man-to-man. But we're not really doing anything from a consistency standpoint that's great. Like when we fix the one issue in the passing game, then the run game, pops back up. So that's why I go back to, yes, we're looking at everything, and we're going to make changes and then make adjustments, and certainly not going to share those with you guys. But I want to go back to the fact of the other thing we need to do as coaches is emphasize fundamentals and hand placements and fits and how you take on a combination block with your near arm and your near foot, and how you shoot the gap to create separation so that your buddy can come off and make a play. Those little finite details are the things that we're not doing from a consistent standpoint, which is why we struggled yesterday.
You do that in minicamp, you do that in training camp. You have enough time this season to hone in those things like that?
Yeah.
Last
and
question.
It's our job as coaches and my job as head coach to adjust the practice schedule. And if we need more individual time, then something's got to get cut. And is that individual that gets moved here? Or you add a piece here and you do a little less of a team period, or you take a little bit from a water break, but you find the answers. Our job is to find solutions. And that's what this staff is committed to doing. And, whether we win or we lose, we're always looking for solutions. And that was the other message I said to the guys is, we have to be solution oriented, and that's coach to coach, coach to player, player to player. And that's how you win in this league.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Shotty being Shotty, man. He ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus or anything, saying we got that physical.
Man, you sound like a baby Jerry Jones.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you say out physical, I'm just gonna tell y'all what it really is. You got punked out. You got punked out,
true
man.
Indeed. True indeed,
You got
man.
punked out, man.
You know what I get from that? It's just like I'm listening to him talk, and it reminds me when I be at work, and one of my coworkers or previous technician then fucked some shit up, and I gotta come behind it, but I don't know what's wrong because they didn't did something so bad. So I'm using a lot of terminology and a lot of words to basically say I don't know what's going on, but we gonna fix it. You know what I mean? But it sounds like Shotty is saying we got a lot of problems. And I don't know where to start, but we're gonna work on something. We got to get better. But he's also said what we've been saying this whole time, which is you fix the run game, now you're getting passed on. Now you fix the pass game, now you're getting ran on. It's like you're trading one for the other at this point. And you could tell Shotty it's like he don't want to say somebody needs to lose their job because he's a nice guy, but somebody needs to lose their job. You know what I mean? At 32, somebody got to lose it, whether it's a player or a coach. Somebody got to go. You're 32. Like, at what point does anybody? Why are we either these guys are really good people and giving Jerry what he needs, like as far as the yes man mentality, because there's no way you're 32 for 3 weeks. 32 for 3 straight weeks and you don't lose your job, or either we just don't have any other options to where we're stuck with Eberflus, because we know that there's friction between him and the players. It's getting out now that we don't like this zone shit, and we're getting torched in this, and you got us playing this. So now you're trying to incorporate these what do you say, man zones. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we're gonna give you a little
like a
bit. We're gonna give you a
matchup.
little bit. Yeah, matchup zone, but at the same time, that's still a zone. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's still a zone, regardless of it. It's a matchup zone, but we don't have the speed to play matchup zone. Like,
No,
Steve
not at all.
hinted on that. Steve has said that multiple times, is the fact that we don't know our personnel.
Mm.
And Eberflus is trying to play his game without with when you don't have the style of players to play that game, man. And it's getting a little ridiculous. And I just listen to Shy. It's like, bro, you said so many words, bro, for nothing. He's talking about technique. Now you gonna start talking about techniques. We need to do this, and man, anybody trying to hear that shit? Now we weak, bro. Like, I just, what I'm saying, I'm listening to it like, bro, everybody's looking at you. What are you talking about, bro? Like, somebody needs to get fired. Somebody needs. So we just weak. We're 32 for 3 consecutive weeks, and to
Hey,
win the
man,
turnover battle. We won the
if
turnover
we could
battle
be
and still lost.
if we could be 35, we would be 35. We are weak.
Mm.
We 32 and could be worse if it was any way possible. It's
Yeah, we in the
yeah,
negative. We in the
yeah, we in
negative,
the
man.
yeah,
Yeah, we in the negatives
yeah.
when it comes to defense. I mean, you got a 29 to 31 ranked run and defense, and the pass defense is 32. Total defense is 35, 36, 37. You know what
It's
I'm
crazy.
saying?
It's crazy,
but
bro. For real.
you was in the stadium. We kind of talked about it offline, man, and you were saying that what the Panthers saying you was calling them weak,
Are
but what was the Panther fans saying?
they chanting thank you, Jerry? Yeah, they are chanting thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. And I'm like, what they not the Packers, what they care for? And their words was Parsons is 3-0 against them. In one game he got 2 sacks, one game he had 2.5, another game he had like 1.5 or something. He's the game wrecker with them, and that's not including his tackles and everything, the pressure that he was causing. And without him, we ain't have no pressure. We let Bryce Young sit back there and look like Joe Montana. They thank you, Jerry. They happy. They happy.
Yeah,
And they saying we soft. And they saying we soft.
Are they lying?
They're not
No.
lying because check this out. Check 1, 2. Check this out. When Rico basically said, "When I see you, I'm gonna hit you in your mouth."
Buckle up.
That's what he told us before the game. When I see you, I'm gonna hit you in your mouth. And guess what? When he saw us, he hit us in our mouth, and we ain't do nothing. And we kept on getting hit in the mouth. And that took it. And like we getting feedback on you, Steve-O. but like the I think season 1, Steve-O said it best. He said if you soft, he said something about you soft, it ain't gonna do nothing but make you softer. You know what I'm saying? If you continue you gotta hit back, you gotta fight back, basically. Fight back, man. It's win, lose, or draw, man. If they're being physical with you, I won't see you getting physical back with them. But it seemed like that's one thing we didn't think about. Like Chicago was that same way. They were being physical with us. And it seems like we have 2 games now that's showing us when a team getting too physical with us, we backing down.
We back down.
We got more than 2 games though, Dre. We got more than 2 games, and because this goes back to San Francisco year after year.
I'm just saying this season.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm agreeing with you. This season, yes, but it's just that's been a common. That's like I said, season 1. Cuz said it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this has been a common thread throughout the years, is that if you out physical us and you come out and put pause on us, like it demoralizes that defense. And it's been that way since, even with Micah, it was that same way. With D-Law, it was that same way.
They did the same thing to the offense.
Yeah.
They did the same
thing. The offense, I give the offense a little credit though, man, because
our pass game, we did our thing. The line stopped from getting sacks, but everything. But the run, the push off the ball, nah, we got no push off the ball. The linebackers was flying in. We got no push off. They was playing in our backfield on the runs.
But that's okay
Yeah,
though. Like, but the thing is that it's
it's
okay.
not.
Like, so I'm
No,
not.
we want to run the ball. We
You know,
want to
yeah,
run the
I
ball.
agree. I agree.
We're a running
That's what you
team.
want to do.
That's what we've been a running team. We've
Mm-hmm.
been laying down the focus to run. We don't.
Yes.
He averaged 2 yards a pop. That's not what we've been doing. That's not what we do.
I mean,
Thirteen
I agree with
13
you. I agree
carries,
with you there. Like,
29
of
yards.
what
That's
we want
pitiful.
to do, but think about it. What we
What we've
want to do
been
and what we're
doing.
having. No, but what we're
We've been
having
running.
success at. Yeah, but what we're having success at that game. See, that's the thing. Is like, it makes you one dimensional when you can't adjust. You know what I mean? So the thing is, we were having success passing the ball. That watching that game was frustrating for me because when you see the run is stopped and it's not like we weren't having success passing. We
Right.
were having success passing the ball. So when I'm watching this game and we're continually trying to run the ball, get away from it. It's okay because you have a quarterback who's playing out of his mind right now. So it's okay to trust him in that case. You can get out of what you know because what you know isn't working. To be one dimensional and staying with the run when GP got 170 yards. When people are getting loose out there, we're catching. Mike Jackson was a mismatch problem all game.
All
Why
game.
not continue? Why not continue going? There's no problem with going to the well. Like we don't have to. Like that's the one thing that gets me about this coaching staff is that when something works for you, they'll go away from it because it seems like they're anticipating you knowing what
Make
they're
an
going to do.
adjustment.
Yeah. So instead of like, I would like it to be, what we're doing, stop it. That's what it should. That's the way it was with the run. It could be that way with
That's
the
how they
pass.
did it with Rico.
Yeah, we know
That's
what we're gonna
exactly how
do,
they
so
did it.
stop it. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do, so stop it. You can't. The way that they it should have been Rico Dowdle versus the defense and George Pickens. Those were the mismatches, should I say? Rico Dowdle and
Yeah.
our defense and George Pickens and Mike Jackson, or George Pickens and their secondary.
Right.
They went
Mike
to
Jackson.
what was working, but yeah, it was Mike Jackson especially. He was barbecue chicken all night. But
All
you
night.
look at it like why is it that other teams can stay consistent in what they do because it's working? We'll have something that's working and go away from it. We did that when we're running the ball. Where with Rico last year, what we want to do, pass the ball. You know what I mean? It's always move away, trying to be smarter than trying to anticipate the
Yeah.
anticipation. Like
Overthinking it.
you're overthinking it like you do. On that last drive, Pickens got no target. Pickens got no targets at all. What we have, 2 to Javante and 1 to Hunter Luki?
I think they
You know
what's
what
the
I'm
name of
saying?
though.
Who?
I think they moved JC over on Pickens. I think we was playing keep away from JC. We only went him like
But
twice.
hey, but you still go. You have no choice if they do it. It's my man better than your man. In that situation, because if it was
We wasn't
CD,
playing that kind of ball.
yeah, but if we should have been because it was working. If that was CD out there, you would have tested him. What is it? Why is it you not? Huh?
We moving Pickens over to do every play, and we going at him. If we can't move there, we'll try to put him in a slot. We really wasn't trying JC too much. I mean, we went at him a couple times, but for the most part, we was scared. We looked scared.
Game on the line.
I ain't gonna
I'm
say
taking my 2
scared.
best players on
But
offense.
the other side was working. He wasn't
Oh,
shadowing. He shadowed. We was making him pay for it.
yeah, but bro, game on the line. You go to your best player, regardless of
Yeah.
who's on him.
Mano
You go to
y
your best
mano.
player.
I
Yeah, you
agree.
go to your best player. You move JC over there. I'm still going to Pickens.
You should have did it earlier.
Yeah, I'm still going to Pickens. And for
Yeah.
us to get scared, if I'm George Pickens, I'm looking at that game and being pissed because there's no way I got 9 for 170. I got 9 for 170, 169, and that last I don't see a target. There. You go to Javante twice and Hunter
The
Luke
play
on another
calls
one.
it ain't
The
even
play
that y'all.
call was what? A screen.
It ain't even that
What
the
was it? A
play.
screen.
It ain't even that you ain't give your man a target. Yeah, a screen and 2 dump
A
offs.
screen. Dude, like you didn't even try it. You watch it, and that's what loses the game. You know what I mean? Like that was a game losing drive on offense. You don't like I said that in the group text. That was it. That's the drive that loses you a game. That's why you can put that on the defense, but you also put that on the offensive play caller
You put
because
that
you
on the
don't call
defense.
that. You don't
You put that on the
you put it on the
defense.
defense.
All on
So
the defense.
no, I can't say that because look,
I
when it
can
was
say
24,
that.
no, you know
Yeah.
why? Because it was even.
Yeah.
And they gave you that stop. It was even, and they gave you that stop.
It
At
was
that
still
point,
even.
it was even.
It was still
It was
even after
even,
that
and they
stop.
gave you a stop.
It was still
It
even after that
was,
stop.
and But that's why it's 50-50
Yeah, make a
because it
play.
was even.
Nah, it
It's
ain't
6
no
minutes. It's 6
50-50.
minutes left.
It's definitely 50. Yeah, you're supposed to make a play. You're
It's
supposed to make a play.
it's 6 minutes left, and you got a chance. Make a play.
I agree with that. That's why I
That's what I
said, like,
said. Like,
okay, so
okay, so
you can say 60-40. You can say 60-40, but the offense had a chance to win that game, and Shotty blew it with his play calling. You know, you have a chance. You have a chance to extend drive. You have a chance to extend the drive, or at least get a field goal to go up. And Shotty calls bad plays, so it was 0-0 at that
0-0 at that
moment, bro.
moment, bro.
Yeah, they nutted up, man.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
nutted
they
up.
nothing
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I give it
I
to
give it
both
to
of them. I
both
give
of
it
them.
to
I give
both
it to both
sides.
sides.
We could have did better. We had way better options, in that moment, and they froze up because they couldn't believe what they were seeing. I guess I don't know, but still need that defense to step up, man. It was all bad. I mean, you can say anything that it was that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it was one or two, three things. You can say anything, and that's what it was as far as the defense goes. But the coaches got to help. You know, when we calling plays and we calling certain shit, we need y'all to step up. Now y'all getting paid, but we sitting on our asses at 1,000 miles away, and we can see what's going on. But y'all with these dudes every day, y'all don't see what's going on. We don't know no personnel. Y'all keep putting Dono in coverage situations. Y'all letting him.
Man, it's crazy, man.
Y'all sitting there letting these dudes put Ted on him. Y'all letting him shift and let Ted stay on it. And you got Donovan Wilson out there guarding the number one receiver that came out of college football this year.
They
They
said
said
Trey. Mute up,
Steve Rock.
They said that Trayvon passed him off to Dono.
I mean, I can believe it though, but you know, like, why is it that we can watch this team, right? You got Shotty, he's talking about practice, cutting water breaks. Maybe we need to do this. Man, cutting water breaks ain't gonna help his defense. You know what I mean? Like you're trying, you're sitting there saying that, and that's not gonna.
He's trying to
You're
sell it.
reaching for straws. Yeah, you're reaching for
He's
straws. Trying
selling.
to tell me anything, but there's no reason why we can watch this team like us from 1,000 miles away and look at this personnel and tell what to be done. Donovan Wilson he's downhill. You don't need to put him back there turning his hips at all. He is at his
Put
best
him at
when
linebacker.
put him at a linebacker. He's at his best when he is at the first, right behind at first level. Because you catch him at the second and third level back there, he's a problem. You know what I
Barbecue
mean? He's a
chicken.
barbecue chicken. That's it. So you got to let him. You got to let him play downhill. Let him crash the line. Let him come in like that last play of the game. Well, I can't say the last play that 4th and 3 play. I would have
That
much
was
rather see
Murray.
him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I would much rather see him in that position than Murray. You know what I mean? Like you can move your feet side to side a little faster than dude. You know what I'm saying? Put
Mm-hmm.
him around the line of scrimmage, man. Do not let Donovan cover anybody in that. He needs to be out of the secondary, man. Do him like you did Marquise Bell. You know, put him around that. Put him
Put,
at linebacker.
put him at
Let him.
linebacker.
Yeah, put him at linebacker and let him crash and hit something because that's what he want to do. It's just
I agree.
how does these coaches not know this personnel?
Yeah. So is it a time to panic now? Is it a time to panic, or are we just overreaction from
Panic
this?
for what?
I'm just saying,
What we panicking on?
we panicking on the season's over.
Oh no, we already knew. I think we already knew. We was hoping. We already knew, but we was hoping, bro. Like we was hoping. Like
Yeah.
I've been trying to be optimistic. I've been trying to be optimistic, dog. I've been trying,
You,
dog. You know what I mean?
you move to the Birds and the Panthers. It's over. It's
No,
over.
from a Cowboys
You can't lose.
perspective, because well, you can't say that. You can't say that no more
Okay.
because after look, so that's what I mentioned in the group earlier about squandering opportunities, right? Because
Right.
this year seems like the twilight zone for the NFL. Teams are winning. Teams are winning games that you don't expect to win games. You look at the Indianapolis Colts. You look at even Pittsburgh. Like
Man, but you looking at four,
look at
5-1 teams, man.
no, but what I'm no, that's
They
what I'm getting
lost
to. So
one
that's what I'm getting
game.
to. No, that's what I'm getting to because of the parity and things are happening for these teams to be good, right? So you got Lamar going out up there. You got Burrow going out, so it opens it up for them. In our division, you look at what Chicago's doing to Washington right now. You know, you look at the Eagles on a 2-game losing streak right now. These are things that are opening us for us opening up. We're wasting our quarterback's best play when we should be 4-1 this year if we had a midline defense. There's really not anybody great. It's a ton of parity in the NFL this year, and you're wasting your quarterback's best play because you got a terrible defensive coordinator and don't know your personnel. This is the year that we should be winning and looking like the best team in the
You got
league
terrible
because of
players
everything
too.
else.
You got terrible defensive starters. You got
Okay.
players that starting that should not be starting. They're terrible. They're terrible.
Terrible, dog. I
Hey,
mean, are they
everybody's
terrible?
terrible on that
That's what I'm
defense
saying.
for
Like,
real, man.
is it terrible, dog?
Everybody.
Like, is that the word we want to
Yeah.
use? Is
Man, I'm
horrible
saying the
Yes.
whole defense is terrible.
as
Yes.
a unit, but the players.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Glenn
Trayvon's
ain't
not
bad.
the same, man.
He's not.
Trayvon not the
He's a
same,
shell.
man.
He's a
And
shell.
then I'm starting to question Deron. I'm
We
starting to
just paid
question
him.
I about to say
Deron.
We paid
Glenn
him.
ain't
He
the
got
same
paid after
either.
the game.
So yeah, like
You see,
I'm
Duran got
questioning
paid after
him.
the game. You see that?
He got paid after the game.
Didn't he get? I seen where he got re-signed, didn't he?
Yeah, he been
Yeah, he said.
re-signed.
No, I thought that he got paid again. I thought they restructured something. I might be bugging him. I thought he got paid after the game.
Nah, he got paid early.
I thought he restructured something. I read that he had restructured something, but I don't know.
Nah, man.
I'm saying you got some trash players.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying your tight ends was running Marshawn Needham and Clowney off the line of scrimmage like they wasn't nothing.
Yeah, I heard that on one of
I
the
went back and
podcasts.
looked at that, dog. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I watched one of them runs for Rico and seen Kenny Clark rolling around on his belly, got pushed on down.
Yeah, everybody was getting pushed around.
They was just getting, they was getting to their levels, man. They was triple teaming and going one-on-ones with their double guys and bullying smaller guys, man. What I was seeing.
And Rico, 30 carries, 183 yards, 239 yards from the scrimmage, and a tutty on us. Plus, he got a personal
Man, you
foul.
asked, was it going to be overreaction or facts that would he get 100 yards? It was overreaction. Would he get 100? Yeah. We were supposed to say, is it overreaction? He get 200. Shit.
I mean, and these niggas, they so motherfucking soft, man. Like, y'all so tore up about Michael, y'all forgot Rico was mad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting there mourning Micah, you feel me? Rico's like, man, I wanted to be a Cowboy, but man, guess what? It's up with y'all.
Right.
I see y'all stealing on y'all. Y'all ain't gonna know. Y'all ain't gonna see it coming. They sitting there wondering like, damn, y'all ain't know he hated us that much.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he told him buckle up.
Yeah,
he told him.
He told him, when I see you, I'm gonna smack shit out of you. I'm gonna smack.
They weren't. Why? They weren't believing it. That's little Rico.
Yeah,
Little Rico ain't calm down. That's my dude, man. I love that guy. We're gonna buckle him.
Right.
Yeah, man, that little Prius buckled up. He came through in that old school 71 Cadillac and ran y'all straight over the road. They tell y'all ass up.
Tore him up, man. Tore him up. So as a fan base, do you think the fan base is hopeful, heated, or done? Which one?
All three. I think it's a variation. I think just from being down there talking to him is variation. I think the young ones is hopeful. I think the older ones is fed up and done. Yeah, just from the conversation at the game. Old ones is they tired of it. Same old shit, different day. New story.
I think you say at this point we're a little medium well, huh? We're a little medium well at this point, bro.
Yeah.
We're a little medium well at this point, bro.
Crazy, dog.
That's a medium
crazy,
well. But you know as well, bro, it's like you look at this team and it's not just the fact of we weak. We're frustratingly weak, bro. We're frustratingly weak to where we have questions that should be easy answers. And we're making it, you know what I mean? You're making it tough. You're making it tough on us to watch because, again, the play calling is like there's no common sense. Book smarts, but no common sense. And you look at it and you look and be like, okay, we should be better than this. We're weak, but we should be better than this. That's where the frustrating part comes in, because if you were really just all out weak, you couldn't be hopeful if you're all out weak. Like, how do you be hopeful if you're just that
because of the
arbitrarily that
offense.
bad? Yeah,
Because of
that's
the
what I'm saying. We're
offense.
not, but that's what I'm saying. We're not all out weak. We're just bad. We're really bad on defense. Our defense is that weak, but we're not all out just horrible. Because there's no way you can be all out horrible and be number one and lead a statistic in offense in the NFL, and
Man,
then
I was so
that
disgusted. They went
can't
to
get
the
the
second.
ball.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off,
No, you
bro.
good.
They,
No,
they
you
went. They went to the second half without making the Panthers punt. Come on, man. Come on. Come
Bryce
on. Say
Young,
something.
you can't make Bryce
You gotta do
Young
it.
punt.
Not once. Not once. Come on. What they punt for the game? 3, 2. One of us punted 2 and one of them punted 3. I can't remember if it was us or them, but you got to do better than that.
I seen anger. I feel like anger punted twice, and that's what I'm saying. So like, when you give it to the defense, when you look at it on a
He's getting
whole,
weak too.
who anger?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's weak
I
too.
thought that too. I
But
thought
he's
that.
getting weak.
I think you good now, Steve-O.
Yeah, I don't hear no feedback.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're good now.
so like when I look at this again, that's why I say, like, as bad as the defense played, they gave our offense a chance. They did give our offense a chance. It's bad. We won the
No, they
turnover
didn't.
battle, right? Now we won the turnover battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you win the turnover battle. You win the turnover battle, and then
Man, I
you
can't worry about
in a
none of
0 to
that,
0
bro.
and a 0 to
It's
0
They
6
game.
had
minutes left in the attack.
27 first downs. 27 first downs, man.
I agree, and we
400
still,
and
and
something
even
yards.
I mean, I agree with that.
410 total yards.
I agree with that. But when it was
216 rushing to 31 rushing.
6 minutes left, and you do not get the ball back in the fourth quarter. That's
Right.
That's
unacceptable.
But the
That's
but the way
unacceptable.
that they were, but that drive is the way they've been playing the whole game.
It don't matter if it's 0 to 0. 6 minutes left. You got to get the ball back somehow, some way. You cannot let them. It cannot
Nah.
get from 6 minutes to kicking a field goal with 3 seconds left. Nah,
That's
you can't.
crazy.
But
And
That's
they
defense.
went for it on
No
fourth
matter what
down.
happened before that, I don't care how weak you
You gotta
was.
get off the
You
field
ain't
on
get
that
stopped.
third down.
But you're asking
Get
a
off the
tiger to
field.
change the stripes. So it's not fair because you're asking a tiger to change the stripes.
You
not
told me
fair.
they gave
That's
the
not
offense
fair.
opportunities. You said they
No,
gave
you
them
gave the
opportunities.
offense. You
Give them
gave the
opportunities.
Yeah, but they gave you the one that you needed most, and our offense didn't come through in that time. The offense wasn't. So look, you got one that's number one, so you could trust that one to be number one.
Bro,
And you got one that's
okay.
But look,
If they would have drove
check.
down, hold on before you start.
Yeah.
If we would have drove down and scored right there, what in your
Mhm.
mind makes you think we was going to stop them from coming down?
I would much rather have them play for a tie than kick a field goal to win, and give our offense another chance
Who to say
to
we was going
score
to kick?
again.
Why would we? The last time we had the ball, we kicked a field goal. Why you don't think we was going to kick another field goal and they came down and scored?
Okay, but even then, but they didn't. So we can keep that same drive. We can keep that same
We
drive.
We didn't
No.
stop them.
No, what I'm saying is that even with them moving the ball, they ended up kicking it for a field goal. Now, if we score, what
Because
we
they
do
wanted
first
to.
changes
Rico slid down. They wanted to.
Right,
They wanted to.
right. I would have felt
they could
them,
have scored.
but check, and I agree. What I'm saying though is that if you have them playing to win the game from either a touchdown, I would much rather have them score than kick a field goal. I'd much rather. I like that. I like those odds a lot better because it changes that. If you go 0 to 0, you have to trust one team to be number one in the league, right? Offensively, right? What do we say? 28 points, and then we say we should at least get 28 points on this defense. So you have one that is number one. You trust them to be number one. You got one that is 32. You trust them to be 32. That was 32 shit. So the problem is looking at this offense. Why weren't you number one when we needed you to be number one? So that's why I say you have to watch that blame, bro. Because at one point,
better defense. So we was going
but
up against...
but you're still number one. I trust you. If you're the
I
best
still
free
got
throw
you
shooter in the
27.
league, if you're the best
I
free
got
throw
you
shooter in the
27.
NBA, I trust you to go to the line. I trust who I want in the game shooting those free throws.
You
If
said
you
we
got
had
the
to get to
best offense
28.
in the league,
They got to 27.
they got 27. 28 would have won that game. 28 would have won that
No,
game.
it
We didn't get
wouldn't.
to 28.
No, it wouldn't have.
28 to 27
You would have
would have won
lost
that
30
game.
to 28. You would have lost
We
30 to
don't know.
28.
We didn't know that though, dog. We don't know. We don't know.
We would have lost though.
You think we'd have lost regardless?
If there's time on the clock, that defense gonna give it up.
It's gonna give it up.
They was
They
trying
gave it to them the whole game. Like you said, they had the ball 6 minutes and went down there and did what they wanted to do.
I get that, but that's 32
on fourth down and everything. They snapped on the first snap. They ain't even played with it. They snapped the ball off the first one, on fourth down.
But what you're saying though,
right to him.
What you're saying though is what's supposed to happen. We're 32.
So why do you think we were gonna stop them? Why do you think if we scored, we were gonna stop them? It's still 32.
I didn't say we stopped them. I didn't say we stopped them. All I'm saying is that our offense needed some points. We relied. They gave you a chance. They gave you one chance. They gave you one chance. They haven't been giving it to you all day. They haven't been giving it to you all day, and you let them down. So at that point, they're giving you a chance to win that game, bro. That's why I said that you can't give all that.
They did give it. I agree with that part, but I don't.
They gave you a chance.
If you saying that, then you should blame Dak for missing that pass in the end zone and having to kick the field goal instead. If that's what we're doing,
I can, and you
if we're doing the woulda, couldas, shouldas, I wish it. Then Dak should have hit that pass in there.
But that's not a woulda, shoulda though. That's Dak should have. Yes, because the way that he's been playing this year, yes, he should have. So you can give him blame for that. That's true. I'm just saying on trends, bro. I'm saying on trends. By trends.
You kick a field goal and go up on time.
You shouldn't be surprised that defense gave that up, bro, like that. Why are we surprised?
I'm not.
I'm surprised
that they let them go
come through 6 minutes.
Well, they gave me a little hope against the Jets. You know what I'm saying?
But look at the Jets did yesterday. Now look at the Jets did yesterday,
I'm talking about. I mean, in hindsight, we can say it's fool's gold, but going into the game, you're thinking, okay, we generated a little pressure there. We got 5 sacks. You know what I'm saying? We hadn't seen that before. So I was like, okay, maybe it ain't being a hopeful Cowboy fan. It's waiting to see if we can carry the momentum into the next game against another team that we consider weak. That's what
Shotty mentioned that. Shotty mentioned that in his.
I said it.
He mentioned that. He mentioned that in his interview. The one thing that we are is consistently inconsistent. Not consistently inconsistent. You know, he said that
up and down. That sounds like a 500 team to me.
Is that like a 500? Or less. That sounds like a 500 team.
Or less.
It sounds worse than that. It sounds worse than that because our bad is really bad. Our bad is really, really bad. It's not no like midway bad. It ain't like going from 10 to 15 or 10 to 20. You know, we go extremely bad. We're either like it's so funny the difference in these offense. The offense is really good. The defense is really bad. You know what I'm saying? It's like we the Bengals. Pendulum is swinging.
We the last year Bengals. We're exactly like the last year Bengals. We got a hell of an offense. Our quarterback is going to be in an MVP race. Our defense is going to let us down. We're going to miss the playoffs because of the defense. And that we're last year Cincinnati. Everybody going to be saying Dak should be in the MVP race. We're going to be doing this. But the defense is gonna let it down.
So
the Jones is gonna let us down without replacing the personnel we lost.
So Stephen Jones says that he has the pieces, but they must execute better. Do you agree or disagree with Stephen Jones?
Disagree.
Why?
He likes his guy.
I haven't seen the pieces. I haven't seen the pieces perform. You saying when I was watching, the pieces was getting blown out. The pieces was getting pushed around. The pieces was getting knocked down and rolled over. The pieces was getting ran back. Your pieces that you got is pawns. You ain't got nothing on the table that's really protecting the queen. You got pawns, and
sometimes a pawn can become a king.
Sometimes, how many times though?
The thing about the defense, like I said, you didn't replace key components. You didn't replace Michael Parsons. That's another edge, right? But the key component on the defense that we didn't ever replace, as far as not only skill wise, but more importantly, leadership wise, and particularly on the defense. Now he might have tapered off But his leadership on his defense was key, and that was J-Ron Curtis. We missed on dude, and we missed big time not replacing Jordan Lewis.
Yeah.
That dude right there, bro. That dude from the day he got on his team, man, he was a leader. He was a man that always spoke up for us, that stood on his own 10 toes, man. He got on his first camp, man, and got into it with the big dog on the team, Dez Bryant, talking cash shit to him and telling him, I want you, like, and he ain't backed down. And not only did he back it up in his play. When he was healthy, he was scrapping. He was going in there. If a receiver caught a ball, he'd get in there and rip it out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll make big plays in certain moments, man, that and had that attitude and that tenacity that we ain't replaced yet.
He was squabbling with George Pickens last year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's with it. He's on that, man, and we gave it all too easily, man, chasing this punk ass nigga Micah, man, and that's just what it is. We lost him and Rico. Chasing Micah, playing games with this motherfucker who be flirting with everybody, his little freak ass.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. That's what it is. We got caught in the Hollywood act, man, and lost sight of what was real, man.
Straight up.
So there was something floating around on Twitter. I think came off 105.3 The Fan. They're throwing around the idea of trading George Pickens to get defensive help.
I watched that. I watched that.
No.
No, sir.
No.
No.
No. No.
I don't know.
Help ain't gonna help right now. George Pickens help.
Hell no.
You got,
but
hear
him out though. Hear him out. They're saying it's a 70% chance that Pickens is not going to resign with the Cowboys. He's playing his way into a bigger contract, somebody else. So you either trade him now and get something, or you play out this year where you're not going to win anything, and you let him walk for free.
Man, I'm saying he used all that cap money we sign him. We get them first round picks we got from Michael's punk ass, and we keep playing the game. We go in there and really draft our asses off and get and make a trade.
We great be the Bengals. That still leaves us the Bengals. We great have Higgins and Chase with Burrows with a rental running back, because you still have to either pick. Javonte's on the 1 year too, so you have a rental running back and a horrendous defense. We still the Bengals.
And that's cool. Go draft another running back. Go draft another. You can do it because you got money. You don't gotta be the Bengals. You got money. You sign Pickens. You got money.
What money?
We got salary cap money.
Pickens is playing his way into some real money. He's going to
get 35. He might get 35.
Hold up, how much
after this year?
How much CD get? He can't go over CD.
He can after this year. Cap might if it go up.
Oh damn.
But that's not because
that's a whole lot of capital spent on the offense. That's number one that you gonna go to the 32 ranked defense. And it still ain't no guarantee that he's gonna sign with us. It still ain't no guarantee that he's gonna sign. It's not.
Yeah. But you know why you do that though, Rick? Because you have to protect that at quarter Billy you got throwing the ball. You got to keep him looking good,
that's
man.
The big. That's okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, but that's what we got to be. I'm saying I agree with you. I'm just saying, but that's why you sign Pickens, because you have to make sure Dak's straight. You got to make.
I'm saying you got picks and you got money to do what you got to do, man. It ain't gonna take, but you ain't got to sacrifice nobody. We sacrificed Michael for. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole point in that.
And put your Jerry hat on. Let's wear a Jerry hat for a second, right?
But you didn't. After you didn't sign Jerry, after you let Michael go, you didn't sign Fergie. You didn't sign Bland. You slowly spending that money.
But we got Tyler Smith too. Then when we signed Tyler Smith, right?
Yeah.
Signed Tyler Smith too. But
so
you look at
that Michael money's getting split up already.
Yeah, but that's what it was for. That's what it was for, and to keep the main core, to keep
the cap's going up next year. You still got ways of. You still got picks. You still got capital to go get somebody on defense.
I don't trust
you 32. You need more than one person. You need help. The white flag is big. You need help.
We talking about picks, but we already know we need a coach. So that goes out the window.
But Rick,
They come out their money. You know what I'm saying? They come out their money.
Thinking like logical fans, though, bro. Y'all think like logical fans. Put your Jerry hat on. What sells tickets? What sells tickets?
Offense.
There you go. That's it. That's where it comes.
But ain't nobody ready to sit around for the 30-second defense either.
But
they'll come see. But it's fun.
That.
It's fun. It's fun to watch at number one high flying. At least you know.
But you're not thinking like Pickens. Pickens is thinking get this money.
Pickens gonna get
money. Possibly. I don't know what's in that young man's man. He's playing. When we tried to sign him last year, he wanted a 1-year deal and play his way into a new contract. And didn't necessarily be Dallas. He bet on himself and paying off.
Who's better to pay you than Jerry? Jerry will pay you.
You don't know who's out there
right now.
It's some teams that need a receiver. It's some teams that need a receiver.
We need a receiver.
Like I said, worst on the worst, you get your 3rd-round pick back for me. But I'm saying we got the capital, we got the draft capital to get what we want. We can go make a trade.
It takes forever for them drafts to work.
Yeah, so I don't need no 3rd round.
It was a rebuild, man. You see that 32nd ranked defense when they took away and didn't replace. This is a soft rebuild.
It ain't soft. Now you 32. It ain't soft.
Yeah.
I told you that quiet rebuild's loud, man. It's loud now.
It's loud.
It's loud.
You start seeing it and start hitting you in your Sunday day, and your Sunday fucking your day up. Now you know what I'm saying? You see it, you start hitting different. You know what I'm saying? Hit different.
But you ain't gonna make the same. You can't do the same thing. You gonna have to change something up. If Pickens leave at the end of the year for nothing, you got shit on your face.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah,
and we still would have
get your 3rd round back. That's
we
how
still
you
would have been weak with Micah too.
But look, what was the name of the Dre?
We would be 32.
Netflix documentary.
We'll be 29.
What was the name of the Netflix documentary, Dre?
The Gambler and his Cowboys.
What you say? We end up with shit on our face. We can end up with shit on our face. That's the name of the. Hey, bro.
Yeah. When he got rid of Micah, that's what it was.
We gambled with Micah, and you see what happened. You put it on the table. You know, I lost. Yes, no. You know, that's in the air. I guess I don't. You know, what I mean, that's for interpretation right now, because we can be just as bad with him. We just might be 28, 27.
We wouldn't be 32.
As I said, 28, 27, maybe 23. You know what I mean? It might be enough to win games, yes or no, but his production ain't been, I don't know, his production for me hasn't been game-changing in Green Bay. He's opened it up for the other guys.
The Panthers said they had never beat the Cowboys with Michael Parsons on the field.
They never played the Cowboys without Michael Parsons on the field for years. I mean, he's been there. We didn't play them twice in the last 5 years. We played them twice and we beat them.
That's on one of the only teams, the weak teams Michael showed out on.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So Michael, because even like not to get off into a Michael conversation, but the teams are doing the same thing against Green Bay that they were doing against us. You're running straight at him. Run straight at him. Like the same things are happening in Green Bay that happened here. You run straight at him, you go straight past him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like when you watch the play, you see it. But we gambled on that, and like I said, I don't know if that's an interpretation. That's to be up to to each his own. But to say Jerry don't gamble at the end of the season with GP. You know what I mean? Like be right up his alley. It's another negotiation game for him. This is where he gets his rocks off, man.
It's his favorite thing.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing.
So what do y'all take into Jerry skipping talking to the media after the game? Was he avoiding the Eberflus conversation, or
he really gonna find somebody, but Steven's gonna talk him into liking his guys.
Hey man, he heard him thank you Jerry chants in the stadium. He was there, he heard it.
He took that middle finger off when he needed it.
Yeah, he did it for the wrong game.
He did it for this one, man. He's like, I'm gonna hold on to my $2.50 gas money. That's
a helicopter ride around that stadium. That's what
that's every week. Ain't no telling where I'm creeping off to. You feel me?
Yeah, but you got so when I see Jerry not talking, I see it as my view of Jerry again is a little different. By him not talking, it creates a conversation too. We
I
talking
think he
about
was
him
hurt.
not talking. We talking about him not
I
talking.
think
You
that
think
game
he would
hurt
know
him.
that too?
I think that game hurt him.
Yeah, I heard that was a stinger.
Every game should hurt. Every game should shit.
That's what the GM
Nah,
supposed to do.
Go
Go on back in the
start
office, get
talking.
to the drawing board.
Lord forbid
Yeah,
Jerry be regular. Lord forbid
yeah.
Jerry not talk. He do what
I'm, I'm, I'm,
every other owner
I'm
do
thinking what
in the
Steve
league.
said. I'm thinking he got quiet and trying to go to the drawing board and think. Last year he got to that point, he went and drafted, did an unnecessary trade and got Mingo.
Right.
I
Watch
see.
him.
If
He
we
gonna
don't
do some
change, he's
shit.
gonna do something silly like that. He's gonna do some stupid shit.
Max
Go get
Crosby.
somebody else
Max
decent.
Crosby. I was thinking that. See, Dre, man, you read my mind. It's crossed my head.
Trey
I was like, Max
Hendrickson.
Crosby.
Either him or Hendrickson from him.
I want Max. I want
I want
Max.
Max.
I want Max. I don't want Trey. I want
I'll
Max.
take either
Do
one.
y'all
I'll
think? Do
take
you
both
think
Mike
either
and
one will make a difference in moving from 32?
Yeah.
I
Just
think
28.
Max will.
Pass
Think
rusher.
it's one? You
You know
think
why
it's
Max
one
will?
player
You know,
away? Yeah,
Nah.
But you know what it'll
Nah.
do?
We need
One thing
linebackers.
28.
But one thing I'm gonna say about Max, though, his energy is his energy. It's the leadership he brings, the way that he plays,
Yeah.
might fire some other players up. You know what I'm saying? You need that energy, man. Like it might get some people going because the way that his motor, the way that he
You
plays,
weak to me.
and
You weak to me if you need somebody else to get you hyped up for the game.
I agree.
You
I
you
agree.
weak.
But we're
Somebody
weak,
need to be
so
the
we know
leader.
that. We know that.
But we weak.
Yeah.
We
We
weak.
weak, so I mean, so like, why
We are
not?
weak.
We weak. You know, take what you get. If you can get him come here and fire up, put some fire up under these guys, man. Like that's cool. Hendrickson's really good. Hendricks, one of these.
It's tough.
Yeah, he just got a phone call. Yeah, he got an old phone call, man. But
We need linebackers. We keep dealing with all these motherfuckers. It's hurt too, man. That's what's killing our defense. All our talent is hurt. Sean, Ravel, all them guys that we gonna count on later. We keep getting these later on guys. We need to get some guys like going back to Jalen, man. Like somebody that's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We need somebody who's coming in ready to play, who's being healthy and stay healthy.
yeah,
They got a good health record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, quit bargaining, shopping, and trying to look smart. He had a first round grade on him.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this guy.
Yeah.
Man, wait. Man, we've been waiting when he got drafted. We was cheering for him. We want to see him on the field.
Yeah. That's right.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
My bad, phone call.
agree.
Man. My fault.
Yeah,
I forgot to go on D&D.
Yeah, that's all right, man. It happens on Cowboys Raw and Uncut, man. That's what we do, man. That's what we do. Well, we looking up, man. I guess shit. We got Washington, Denver next, man. Washington,
Washington, are they
Denver,
losing still? Are they losing right now?
We got to beat Washington. Everybody going to go nuts.
Yeah. What's the score of that
Just,
game? What's the
just
score of that
playing
game?
with the emotions,
But
man. I'm even
even
killed
before
from
this
here on
game,
out.
we said we was gonna beat Washington. But we said we was gonna beat. We said we was gonna beat the Panthers too.
Yeah, we can't guarantee nothing there.
And they might have
I ain't getting ready to get on this roller.
You what?
You own it.
Nah, I'm not. I'm saying I'm not getting ready to allow this team to have me on an emotional roller coaster, dog.
We've been on this ride for a long time, brother.
I'm gonna try not to, Dre. I'm gonna try not to.
This year, I'm saying this year, man. I've seen them enough. I understand what's going on. I don't give a shit who you beat. You already showed me that you can lose at any given moment. So guess what? I'm just gonna watch it. And if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose.
Alexa,
that's just where I'm at.
Alexa, play "Heard It All Before" by Blue Can Trail. play "Heard It All Before." Blue Can Trail.
Alexa, play "Heard It All Before."
And then she go here, it's gonna come straight on.
It's sunshine, man.
Not gonna get on it. Dre be crashing out by week. Dre be crashing out by he be crashing out by week 10 again, though. By week 10, he gonna be right back at it. See, you know what I'm saying? He'll give us a little bit of hope, and he gonna start talking about how bad we is. What you need to do is play with some heart. You gotta play with some heart. Right there.
Hey, on some real shit. Last week, I think it was last week, Terry, you said on these next 4 games, including the Panthers, if we go 4-1, we'll be right in the thick of things. You had us losing to I forget, was it you had us losing to somebody? So what if we switch it out? What if
Denver.
we
He had a losing to Denver.
Yeah, do Denver.
Yeah,
So now what if we lost to the Panthers and beat Denver? Are we right back? Are we in the heat of things?
I feel good with that. Yeah, because that's a good team. That's a good football team. Yeah. If we could go 4-1 and beat Denver, yeah, that's a good football team. I'll trade at that because one gives me more hope than the other one takes me down. Because right now, looking at the landscape of the NFL, the Panthers are 2-3. There's a bunch of 2-3 teams that are out here beating good teams. Well, 3-3 now. Yeah. So there's a bunch of 3-3 teams that we say are weak by Cowboy standards that are out here putting paws on people. You look at what the Giants did to Philadelphia this week. When you look at them and how they're playing right now, yeah, we didn't play that Jackson Dart team. Yeah, it's a different team. We didn't play that. But if you look at it if we had a strength of schedule like college, a win would be good right now. You know what I'm saying? That win wouldn't be a bad. That's not a bad win. It's the Jets win that throws you off, but that's not a bad because that defense is still the same. That defense is still the same. You know what I'm saying? Like the Giants defense, their offense is better.
The Giants got some bad losses. They got some different losses.
Some good wins too, but they got a good win. They got a better win than we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So right now, you would say that the Giants are better. Would you say the Giants are better than us right now?
No, because we beat them.
Okay. But looking at that team right now,
right there with them.
Yeah, we're right there with them. So when you look at Chicago right now, is that like shit? That's not a great win for them at this point. How weak as we are, you know what I'm saying? It's like these are better. These teams are playing better than us right now. And there's a lot of 2-3 teams in the NFL that we, by Cowboy standards, are upset with bad losses. But that is a 3-3 football team. There's a lot of teams that are 3-3 right now. If you're looking at records, that's not a bad, it's not really that bad a loss. So if where you tell me we can beat Denver, trade Carolina for Denver, beating Denver would give me playoff potential hopes because that is a good football team. That's a playoff.
We ready to get beat by Denver. We traded a tie. We traded a tie for Green Bay to lose to Carolina. Shit.
Yeah, we are gonna get beat by Denver. Yeah, we're gonna get beat by Denver. But to Rick's question, if we was to beat Denver and still go 4-1 in that stretch, that gives me hope still. That gives me a little hope. That keeps dragging me along, man.
Because you still got the 4-1 or whatever, but
I
don't see it.
It's for entertainment purposes. For entertainment purposes, it's fun. It's good for entertainment purposes. Outside of that,
Luke's on beat with the players. He don't even know what the fuck they do. His punk ass. He won't
get him out the guy. Get him out the team, at the city, man.
Right.
Who's that? Eberflus?
Who?
Get him out. Get him out.
Flus, yeah.
But in his defense, you knew he was coming in running his zone. You knew the only way his zone works is to get pressure. And then you take your best pressure guy and you send him out for a run stopper. That ain't Eberflus style. That now you change his whole game plan and you want him to switch. And he has zero audibles. He has zero change. He went into the halftime and came out and ran the same thing, and they marched down the field and struck on us because he couldn't make no adjustments. No adjustments.
None.
Right. And all he preached this year was being multiple. When he get to the defense, he ain't multiple shit. He's one-dimensional.
One-dimensional. Same thing.
Do you give him are you shooting him some bail because of his situation? Are you shooting him a little bit of bail?
Hell nah.
He's a veteran coach. He should know football, know nothing. He need the right personnel to play a certain team.
Even though Mike is gone, that was your plan.
Do something, man.
You still got to make some kind of adjustments. You got to make some kind of change. You got to figure out your personnel. Now Mike is gone. I'm going to move this over to her. I'm going to do something.
Right.
Out of all your players, you line them up and you see which one can be the closest to Micah and you try to clone him. You ain't doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. Nah.
Yeah,
he gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, and that just goes to coaching, man. Like sometimes coaches do better without all the talent. You see what I'm saying? So He's showing that if he gotta have the superstar talent, then you ain't no great coach to me.
No,
Right.
you're just a scheme
You
guy.
32.
Especially getting paid 6-7 figures, man. Come on, man.
You there's no way you can keep your job being 32. There's
Your haircut look better than your
you
defense.
can't. Because even though we got some weak players, it's other teams with weaker players, and they're not 32. You
Mhm.
got something got changed.
Yeah, man.
Like the Panthers.
Like the Panthers.
Crazy. It's crazy,
Real.
y'all. It's crazy, man.
It ain't hard
But it's
to be
the life
32,
of
man.
a Cowboy. It's
It
the
ain't hard
life
to
of
be
a
32.
Cowboys fan, man. It's crazy.
Wrong hire, Jerry. Wrong hire, Shotty.
Man,
Somebody
no,
needs to get fired, man. Goddamn it! If I don't see a fire in these next couple of weeks, something I think the fix is in. Jerry like where we at. He like it.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
You ain't got no backup plan. You know they don't be having no plan.
None.
Ain't got no plan. You don't know.
Because Al Harris is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't even put an interim there.
How do you not try to retain these guys? Because where's Al Harris now? You know what I'm saying? How do you not try to retain this guy?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
at least you have some backup plan. You keep the one in the cut. You need to, you know what I mean? You betting the house on plan A when you know traditionally plan A ain't been shit for you.
Man, he's a gambler. You just told me.
He's a gambler, yeah.
Everybody thought Eberflus was it though at first, man. Now we see in hindsight he ain't it, man. He ain't it.
First thing was always telling me he had a problem with adjusting. I just knew he was always a good linebackers coach. That's where he grew when he came from us.
Why every coach we get their fans tell us, why we getting all the ain't shit coaches? The Packers fan told us McCarthy wasn't shit when we hired him. Eberflus, Bears fan tell you Eberflus ain't shit.
Lazy.
But the Indiana fans were saying Eberflus was great on D. They was smooth with him.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago. So he went to Chicago after that.
Yeah.
He had Shaq Leonard.